Hey guys, and welcome back to a Random Introvert Online. Today's topic is going to be one video out of a multiple series video I'm going to be doing about coming to Morocco and marrying Moroccan women. I'm also happy to announce that I'm a matchmaker now also, and we have multiple profiles of beautiful, gorgeous girls between the ages of 20 and 30 who are looking to get married. So if you are interested, send me a message through either Instagram or in my email. And yeah, we're pretty affordable, trust me. So let's start. So you landed in Morocco's airport. Doesn't matter the city. You are in your hotel. The weather is beautiful, you're enjoying the sun, and you're already starting to get tan. Then you decide to call your girl to finally meet up. Today is the day. The date goes well, she's beautiful, and you can't take your eyes off of her, and you can't wait to finally call her yours. Then what comes next? The proper thing to do next is wanting to get to know her family and talk to them and sit and talk to them and tell them your intention. Now, because you don't know the addresses, you don't know the house, it's normal for the girl to go with you to her house. This is pretty standard, and also don't be surprised if she brings a friend to the date, because you never really, she's scared, she doesn't know you could be a kidnapper, so at least someone could call the cops. But in this case of wanting her to take you to her house, it's okay for someone else to do it, and it's okay for her to come and bring someone with her, because this time her parents know you are in the picture. So it's little just shameless to say for her to come and do that alone. So expect a brother, a cousin, a girl or guy, doesn't really matter. She might not be alone most of the time. That's the proper thing to do. I'm not saying it's a standard rule. Now, the right thing for you to do as a man is not show up empty-handed. It's always necessary to take something. It's just not polite, it's not right to go to someone's house empty-handed. So something like a bouquet of flowers, some chocolates, and preferably, a little pricey chocolates. You can just bring the cheaper ones. And if you brought something from your country, let's say things like perfume or chocolates, or can be a lot of things, because honestly in Morocco everything's a gift. You can literally take everything. The traditional people normally take something like sugar and milk. And this is just on the first introduction day, but people stop doing that generally because we are more modernized now, so things like flowers and chocolates are a great thing to take. Also, if you coordinated this with your parents as a guy, I'm just talking generally, I'm not saying this part is a must, but some men take things like cloth for her to design some, let's say, dress, jalaba, kaftan later on with it. That's also a very good idea, and she's gonna keep like a gift that you gave her and she's gonna use it a lot. That's also very good. A handbag, shoes, perfume, all makeup, all these things are really good to take on the first day as a gift, but don't take all of this because it's a little too much. Then the standards for you are gonna be up to here. Sorry. But yeah, take some. Some men also take things like sweets, those plates of sweets. So yeah, I'm just giving you like general ideas not to embarrass yourself, because these days are like those are very stressful, so it's really easy for you to slip. So after you go inside the house, the family, when you knock, the family may or may not have like a tray that has milk and dates in them. This is dates. Yummy. So in a case like that, eat the dates and drink the milk because they are presented to you. It's rude not to say, oh no, I'm allergic. Drink the milk. I don't care if you're gluten-free. Oh wait, no, I think it's lactose intolerant. Anyway, drink the milk. After that, you go and sit in the salon. That's usually the guest room, we call it that. And the family sits and talks. Usually in Morocco, two families, they sit and talk. And they talk about the guy, what does he do. The mother is usually, the mom would talk to the mom, the dad would talk to the dad. For example, some houses have two salons, so men sit in one and women sit in the other, things like that. But when it's the time to see the potential future bride, well, everyone is going to be seated in one room. Now, let's say the guy is Moroccan and everything is going the traditional way. The guy would know where the house is. He would ask, he would investigate, the girl would not go to pick him and take him to the house. In that case, when the guy knocks, holding flowers in his hand or chocolates or whatever, the family is gonna open with a tray of milk and dates, and some even have like those little bottles that you spray perfume from. I'm gonna try show one because I don't know how to describe those. So yeah, the family drinks the milk and the dates before they come inside the house. Everyone, greets, says hello. If they have gifts with them, you take them and put them in either a separate place or at the same place where the guests are seated. If the guy brought cake, we eat the cake they brought, as a way of appreciation, and it's also from the side of the family as a way to ease the burden of being guests. So we know we are guests, we know we are mouths to feed, so we are going to help you feed us, the guests. It's very considerate. So after that, the families are seated, they're talking. Hi, our son really likes your daughter, or we heard you have a single daughter that's in the age of marriage, and we heard that she's, this, that. We want to see her and we want to get to know you. If we don't marry your daughter, we would like for the relationship and the friendship between us to remain. It's perfectly normal. It's okay. Nothing bad happens if they don't like the girl. And so the girl is in her room. She does not open the door. She does not greet the guests. She is hidden. So people are chatting. They're talking this, that. And the mother of the groom, or the fiance or the guy, would say something like, we would like to see the girl now. And so her mother would call her across the house. When she hears that, she probably has like her ear against the door waiting for them to call, the nerves and the jitters and all of that. And she would come out walking very slowly and elegantly in a simple dress. I'll show you the dress too, because there's a specific dress you have to wear. I swear this video is more for girls than it is for guys, but I have like 80% guy viewership, so I'm making it for the guys. If there were girls interested in this, I would love to make it a very girly video. So the girl is walking out, she's shy, she's embarrassed and blushing, she's not wearing too much makeup, she's looking as natural with a little touch, if I can say that. Some other girls, this is style number 2 on how things are done, they would carry a tray of tea and cups, glasses of glass. Now I'm laughing because with the jitters in the nerves, it's easy to like tip everything or spill it on the groom and burn the poor guy. He just came to marry you, not to get assaulted, Okay. So yes, the girl would greet everyone. So the guys are greeted different. The younger guys, better not to make skin contacts, but some girls are okay with that. Some parents are okay with their girls doing that too. The elders are greeted a different way. Women greet each other a different way. I can do a whole video about greetings if you guys want. So she sits next to the women. You do not sit next to, I don't care if you dated him for 10 years. You pretend you never saw the guy, ever. So you're seated there, you're minding your own business. Don't look at him too much. It's a good advice. Don't do that. Because then when the mother-in-law sees you and you're like, eyeing her son, you're a little slutty doing that. So don't look too much at the guy. Look at his sister or look at the television. Look somewhere. And so the mother-in-law might ask you some questions as a girl. Hi, what are you doing? School, this, that. What do you think about our son? Even if he's ugly, say he's cute. Never insult people to their face. So you're just sitting there, eating the sweets and the cake. As a guy, you should not be too obnoxious. You should not ask her too many direct questions. And if you are seated with with the family, you do not talk about how sexy their daughter is. You don't want that, because then you seem too excited to be in her pants, and that's not proper or polite. We are conservatives. You have to be poised and be polite. If you are, just say anything about her beauty. Say, MashaAllah, she's gorgeous. That's it. There's nothing more you need to say. Even this is optional, okay? Sorry, I'm nervous for you guys. Like, it's stressful. So no prolonged eye contact, no skin to skin, because I heard some of my friends who married to foreign men, the guy would give them a kiss on the cheek, and they wished the earth would have swallowed them on that day because of how embarrassing it was. And it's their fault for not warning the guy, like, don't touch me on that day. So yes, talk to the family more than you talk to the girl. Sometimes they would like leave the guy and the girl alone to talk, like talk about things like gender roles and if it's gonna work and how many kids do you want, where do you want to live, your hobbies. But if you know the guy for like 10 years, you really don't need to do that. But if the families do allow you to do it, then I don't know, do it. But I don't know, talk about how his day was or something. Also for men, please don't drool over the sisters or the cousins, because since it's a family event and some houses may have more than one family, and also some, mothers would invite the cousins to come help with preparation of the food and things like that. So you might see a lot of young girls, probably single. Now the reason why they're there showing their faces so you could recommend them to someone else potentially that you know who is single and looking, but they are not there to be admired. They are invisible. Do not look at them. And the introduction day also allows you, that's what we call it here, the introduction day. The introduction day also allows you to talk about things like how much is the dowry going to be, the engagement party date as well. We don't talk about the wedding yet, we're only talking about the engagement. At this point, you're still not engaged to her. You just went and asked about her. You're not engaged yet. So the engagement party would be decided that day, and also how much the dowry is going to be. So in the next video, I'm going to talk about the engagement party, and after that I'm going to talk about the wedding day and how much it could potentially cost you and things like that. Meanwhile, we are going to react to some videos I found online on what you expect on that day, how will that day would potentially look like what you expect the girl's going to be dressed as, gonna look like. It's just little ideas to prepare you for such a day, since the cultures are very different. Okay, so now we're going to look at some videos by some other YouTubers. They're Moroccan. I think they had a party and filmed everything. In my opinion, it's hella rude. I would hate it if I had something like that and someone was like this to me all the time. No, stop filming that, it's private. Besides, it's not an event you invite other people to, it's just families getting to know each other, and you're broadcasting it to everybody. Ever heard of the evil eye? That exists. Don't jinx me. So I'm just gonna skip to where all the gorgeous things are. She's right now going to spray the house after she cleaned it, so everything smells good and refreshing. So she's spraying. Nice. We don't want to smell musty. That's bad. So next we're going to jump to the food. You should expect a room like this with the long couches and pillows. That's how it looks like normally. So there's gonna be food everywhere when you get in. It's not only going to be the dates in milk. If that happens, it's going to be a lot of sweets. And it really depends on the time of day as well. So if you come around 2 to 6 p.m. there's gonna be tea, milk, sweet, coffee, juices. It's going to be light because we're assuming you already had lunch before you came to us. That's number one. And then if you come around 7, 8, 9 up to 10, don't come at 10 p.m. I'm just saying, you're staying until then. Don't come that late. No, you're not staying over. Um, expect meat with plumes and almonds on them as dinner, and some like fizzy drinks. Of course, you're eating it with bread. If you guys want a video on how to eat Moroccan food and how to work like everything, the kitchenware, let me know. And so as you can see here, she prepared so many beautiful things. She's talented. I don't know if everyone's gonna present you with this. Like, this is top tier. So it's really, really pretty what she's showing here. But yes, it's just the food, the plates, the trays, the pastillas, you know, everything you're going to eat as a guest. And in this place, there's like simpler foods, things that are handmade. Wait, no, you can't hand make this. Okay, these are like nuts. There's going to be a lot of that because they're also something we eat around 4-ish p.m. They're like a snack. So it's like a snack that has a lot of varieties. See, that's a lot of sweets. These things are like crackers. You eat them, they're salty and crunchy. This is smoked turkey, cheese, olive oil, olives, jam, barir, and there's tea. This is tea, coffee, and these around here usually contain sugar and mint, because mint is optional for some people. Some people with arthritis are not really comfortable with that stuff, and so it's optional. You can put it in your cup, and yeah, it's going to be sugar and mint mostly. I don't know what's in the third one. They're extra. These people are going the extra mile. Yeah, of course, they are filming. And as you can see, there are 2 pots of tea instead of 1. The thing with that is some people, especially like older people, were assuming that the potential future mother-in-law is probably diabetic, so she can't drink sugar. And so that's why one of the teapots doesn't have sugar in it. It's a common practice now. And so the girl is going to probably wear a dress like this. It's very, very simple, as opposed to a chunkier khtan, this is what we call it, like studded with beads and rhinestones and God knows what. And also, as you can see, the fabric is really, really silky and not heavy, as opposed to a fancier, more glamorous khtan, because that's what the bride wears. Now, you're only being proposed to. And these dresses have like, you can wear them at any event really, but this one is like the most simplest, most basic. It is a no-no to show up in your PJs. It's disrespectful. It's a formal event, people are coming to you and treating you like a goddess, and you're showing up to them in PJs. Don't do that. Okay, so in this example, the girl is a hijabi. That's the little thing you see in those mules, the shoes, they're called mules. Are also very simple, traditional, yet formal. Amazing. Now, as a man, you want to come looking clean and smelling good. Don't try a new haircut. Don't try to shave your beard. Like, shave it 2 days prior. Have a haircut 2 days prior. So even if you don't like it, you can do something about it. But if you shave on the day of attending and you mess it up, you can't fix that. So, and you're expected to wear something semi-formal, i.e. these examples right here. Even though the pants are really tight on these men, it's making me uncomfortable. Something loose is always a good thing. Well, this is just me talking, but this is a very good example of what to wear. I see that the vest and the tux is like extra formal and strict. Try not to. You can have 2 buttons open, a nice watch, formal, you know, shoes, socks. You don't want your feet to smell. A good perfume, but not too strong, because some people might be like asthmatic. They might have asthma. And a deodorant, please. And yeah, just look the part, brush your teeth, have good breath, things like that. I'm trying to find the example I'm happy with. Okay, this guy is fine. Yeah, he can get away with that. It's not too formal. He doesn't look like he's attending a job interview. It's a bit more relaxed. You can even wear like a sleeveless shirt. It's completely fine. Just don't show up in like a t-shirt with like a band designer thing on it. It's a little tacky, so have a little sophistication doing these things. Some may mention traditional Moroccan men clothing. As a foreigner, you really don't have to wear a man dress. It's really up to you. It's up to you. So yeah, when the day is over, everyone's happy, everyone has eaten. Yeah, people tend to read some Fatiha and make some prayers. My Muslims would know this. And yeah, we call it a day. If you are happy with the girl or the family or not, you don't tell them that to their face. You leave and text the girl, tell her, hey, I don't think this is gonna work out, you know, this, that. Don't tell them to their face. And yeah, I know it can be nerve-wracking, I know it can be scary, but no one likes a coward man. See? I'm gonna put some pressure on you. I really didn't want to forget this point. In cases like this, before the introduction or the engagement day, the girl might ask you, hey, that might be a little too expensive for me to do on my own. Could you help me? And so it's completely reasonable thing to ask. I think anyone would ask. Also leaves a good impression, so she can go do all the shopping necessary, like the dress she's going to wear, the ingredients for the food she's going to prepare for you, things like that. So don't take it as an offense or as something that's wrong, or oh no, she's just a gold digger, she's just after my money, things like that. It's completely reasonable to ask. We even ask the Moroccan guys to do that engagement day and also the introduction day, so it's a completely normal phenomenon. Okay, this is the end of this video. I try to do my best to explain it as much as I can despite the heat. You guys tell me what you think. Did it help you? Do you have like some perspective on how things happen? Yeah, let me know. And I'll see you in the next video. We are going to talk about the engagement day. I can't wait. So let me just remind you, I'm a matchmaker and there's a few girls in line at the moment who are waiting for Mr. Right. That could be you. My services are affordable, very, very cheap. And I do consulting as well. So if you need things like this, like the engagement day, the wedding day, the costs, who to choose, things like this, and you have no clue what to do, you can contact me. That service is also pretty affordable, especially if you're a subscriber of mine. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.